Manchester United 4, Aston Villa 0, and we're here to do what we call the player ratings of this Carabao Cup that happened at Old Trafford. Rashford on the score sheet. Scott McTominay scoring, Bruno scoring, and Antoine Martial scoring for United in this beautiful game of football that we played at Old Trafford. People will come out and say that we didn't play very well, but the game plan has been explained well by the manager that we wanted to go on and hit that ball over the top because they play a high line and you wanted to hurt them. Why wasn't that plan a success in the first close to 60 minutes of the game? Because we never had a player like Eriksson who could go on and really release players. And when he came on through, magic happened and United tore apart that back four of Aston Villa, and the intensity increased because when you saw the number of players of United that we are pressing in that 18 yards box area of Aston Villa for the third goal, oh my god, the intensity was way above the ordinary. Rock and David is my name. We are left with just 180 subscribers to hit 9,000 subscribers on this channel, and guys, I call upon you to go in the lower right bottom corner and subscribe. If at all you've not subscribed to this channel, please do the needful and subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, hit the notification bell to enable you get notified each and every time I upload the video onto this channel. Garnacho making headlines again. Very good player after really having a fantastic game against Sheffield at Old Trafford. 73 minutes played. He really played very well, but he never found himself onto the score sheet or the assist. Then he came on the game of a team which goes by the names of Real Sociedad. The way he started, he scored a goal. In the game of Aston Villa, he was never really played well, but he committed himself a lot to the opponents. Come today, he has come on through, played some 27 minutes. He played very well, 2 assists. What a way for Garnacho and him getting developed as a player at Manchester United. Let's start off with Dubravka in goal. He was signed on loan from Newcastle. He's the goalkeeper that started in goal today for United. I believe he had nothing to do to save any of those goals. That's it. Because if at all you blame him on any goal that we conceded, then you are really someone who really doesn't know the game of football. But I'm giving him a 6. Had nothing to do in the entire game of football. Did he pull out a very wonderful save? No. But obviously, they had only 5 shots and 2 were on target. And the only 2 shots that went on target crossed the line. And obviously, it was because of our non-tracking back and our central defenders being slow. That resulted into us conceding 2 goals. So, 6 out of 10 for Dubravka. One credit about him, he's a goalkeeper good on the ball. He's passing from the back and being a super goalkeeper and coming off quickly from the goal line. Really great. I believe there is a goalkeeper in Dubravka, and Erik ten Hag might not even go on and really bring that goalkeeper at Manchester United because Dubravka has gone ahead to show us that his skill set is really great. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. We go to Diego Dello. Diego Dello had a very decent game, and I believe apart from the game against Brentford, where the entire team was ugly, and the game against Aston Villa, I think most of the games Dello has really gone ahead to really give us performances that are rated 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 performances. And I believe before we go in the games we've played so far at Manchester United before the World Cup break, I think he's really one of those players that is really going to be rated highly by people. He has really gone ahead to get improved a lot and is playing a better game for United, and I believe, yeah, we are really appreciating this guy. And in this game of football, apart from that own goal, that I'm not going to go ahead and blame him, because if at all you watched my match reaction, it was Rashford who never tracked back, and him not tracking back led to Malacia find all caught in a situation of 1v2, 2v1, and that was Malacia 1 versus 2, and obviously they laid that ball to find Cash, and Cash really brought it. Was it Cash or Ashley Young? He brought in a very good ball, and Dello was into that area, and obviously he put that ball in the back of the net, and I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. That's it. Played very well, and for a man who has been playing 3 games per week to come out and really put in a performance today like that, obviously it shows you how great this guy is, and it shows you that if at all this guy was not suspended in the game of Fulham because he accumulated 5 yellow cards, the manager would have gone ahead to give him another game away at Craven Cottage. That's it. So thank you very much. Dallo, I think he's really going now to go and really travel to Portugal. I think he's going to wait for his Portuguese, that is Bruno Fernandes and Cristiano Ronaldo, to travel with them to Portugal to go on and really do the needful. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10 today. And we go to Malaysia. Obviously, Malaysia played very well, put in lots of crosses. There is that chance for Bruno that he missed. He really crossed that ball in there very well. That really saw the goalkeeper put in a very wonderful save. In the first half, that Dallo header that the keeper tips over to go over the bar and United wins the corner. It's a very good cross for Malaysia. And I think Malaysia made close to 4 good deliveries in this game of football. And this is what I want from a left fullback. That's what I want. Crossing those balls and lay them in importantly. And obviously, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Malaysia put in a very good performance. And this is what I want to see in every position at Manchester United. Look at Malaysia versus Luke Shaw. Whichever player gets a chance to play in that left back position, he comes out and really puts in a very good performance. For Luke Shaw, he scored that only goal we scored against Aston Villa, and Malaysia comes in through and really puts in crosses and cutbacks that would have resulted into goals if at all United players could have finished in there very well. 7 out of 10 for me. We go to Harry Maguire, a 5. A 5 out of 10. It is going to take me time to believe that Harry Maguire is really a player we deserve at Manchester United. Many people will say that Rokan has an agenda over Harry Maguire, but it's not an agenda. There is nowhere in the world a manager who plays a high line will accommodate a player like Harry Maguire. This has been evident every time Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane, and Lindelof have been fit. You've seen what Ten Hag does. He goes in for Lisandro Martinez and Rafael Varane. That's what he does. What does that implicate? It implicates that the manager also knows the weakness of Harry Maguire. He's slow, and when we need to play high line, he won't help the team. Look at that goal we conceded. He's slow like a snail. That's why we conceded. So he needs to go on and really leave this club. I'm not being so much hard on him, but trust me, Erik Ten Hag is really going to go on and really request for another center defender to come in through, who is fast, tall, and good at ball distribution. So I'm giving him a 5 out of 20 today. If at all he kept a clean sheet, would have even gotten more. And remember, in the game of West Ham, they came out and really praised him. But do you know why they praised him? Every time we are playing a deep line, he looks a better player. And every time we are playing a high line, he's exposed. And if at all you are Manchester United, in most of the games you should be playing, you should be keeping a high line. And that means you're going to be costed. And you saw the first goal which came in through. They beat the high line. He couldn't really run. He's slow as a snail. And obviously consider that goal. So you're getting a 5 out of 10 for me. Lindelof, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. He was average, though he played better than Harry Maguire, and his switch play was really great. Every time he goes in for that long ball, it's really perfect. But Harry Maguire went in for diagonals that were intercepted by the midfield of Aston Villa. But Lindelof was really on point, and I really liked the way he really played the game of football today for Manchester United. And I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Let's go to the midfield. Freddie, 5 out of 10. Did well at winning that ball, but his final pass. And I think you saw the difference when Eriksen came in through. We really became more dominant. We are passing very well and finding those spaces, the lanes, those line-breaking passes we are really coming in through because Eriksen came on through. And I'm giving Freddie a 5 out of 10. Scott McTominay scoring a goal, hitting a crossbar, 7 out of 10 because he rarely scores, and each and every time he's playing alongside Eriksen or Casemiro, I think he's a better player, but playing alongside Freddie doesn't really work into that midfield because Scott McTominay needs another player to go on and really be so much important with keeping the ball. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. That is Scott McTominay. Then Donny van Beek, 5 out of 10. To me, I'm not going to go on and really judge him. Why do I judge him? Why shouldn't I judge him? How many balls was he given? Because in his position, what puts him in play is what we call the midfield. The double pivot has to give him that ball. And each and every time they gave him that ball, he really passed it very well. I never saw him really complete a blind pass. But why Bruno played better when he was switched back to the number 10 position is that because Eriksen came in through. When Eriksen came in through, things had to change completely. And we really switched on and obviously became a very huge threat to Aston Villa. So 5 out of 10. I believe Don is not going to be sold. The manager really believes in him. He knows what he does. And obviously starting 3 games consecutively is really one of those things that he has not really achieved at Manchester United. I believe he's really going to find his hope back and really be so much strong and really be that player that we need to be seeing at Manchester United. 5 out of 10 for Donny van Beek. Bruno Fernandes, 1 assist. Let me first bring you his game by numbers. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes had 69 touches, 4 long balls completed, 4 grand duels won, 4 shots on target, 3 tackles won, 1 key pass, 1 assist, 1 goal. Obviously, 1 assist, 1 goal, 2 goal contributions. That is a 7 out of 10 performance. 8. Let me give him an 8 out of 10 performance for Bruno Fernandes he put in today. Then in the first half, he really looked bad. But when he was really turned into the number 10 position, he played very well. And I believe he really gave us the best. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. I don't know what your rating is for this guy who goes by names of Bruno Fernandes. But obviously, there is a stat I want to show you that this guy enjoys playing against Aston Villa. This is Bruno Fernandes. He has played 7 games against Aston Villa with 6 goals against them with 2 assists. Meaning that 7 goals, 8 goal involvements. Meaning that it's the side that he enjoys scoring against. And that's Bruno Fernandes with an 8 out of 10 performance in the game we played against Aston Villa. And he really played very, very well for me. Then Marcus Rashford first played off the left. And when Martial was taken off, he was really played as a number 9. And he led the line. He scored 1 goal. And obviously, he had 81% accuracy, 3 ground duels won, 2 tackles won, 1 out of 1 crosses completed, 1 out of 1 aerial duels won, 1 shot off the woodwork, 1 shot on target, and 1 goal for Rashford. So Rashford played averagely in the first half, but in the second half, as I told you in the match preview, match reaction and analysis, I told you that he had 2 chances. The first one, it kissed off the outside of the post. The second one on target, meaning that he had 2 chances and netted 2. And netted 1, meaning that was really great into this game of football. So he had 1 shot of target and 1 off the woodwork. So that is the guy, Marcus Rashford, 80% passing accuracy and 1 goal. So he really finished that 1 chance very well. I think those minutes spent on the field of play, he deserves a 7 out of 10 for me. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. That is Marcus Rashford. And what does that mean for Marcus Rashford? That he has really found himself or found his scoring boot again. These 2 guys, Rashford and Martial, are really great players that I've seen at Manchester United turn into. And the reason as to why these players are not scoring as many goals as they're supposed to be scoring, it's simple. Do you know why? The creativity is really low. Every time the creativity is high, these players go ahead and really score very many goals. For Marcus Rashford, he has now scored 9 goals in the League Cup for Manchester United, becoming the club's top goal scorer in the competition. Rashford has 9, Giggs has 8, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has 7, Paul Scholes has 7, and Louis Saha has 7 in these cup competitions. That is Marcus Rashford. And this season alone, Marcus Rashford has scored 1 goal in the EFL Cup. He has scored 4 goals into the Premier League and 3 goals into what we call the UEFA Europa League. Those are how many goals? 8 goals this season with 1 assist, with 3 assists. 3 assists. And he has played how many games? 13 games in the Premier League. He has played 18 games. And he has 11 goal contributions. I think that's not bad for Marcus Rashford. 4 assists and 8 goals. No, 4 assists. There are 3 assists. 3 assists and I think 3 assists only. Let me check very well. I think he has more assists. He has 2 in the Premier League and 1 in the UEFA Europa League. Not so 3 assists, meaning that he's having 11 goal involvements in 18 matches. Meaning that if he goes on like that this season, he will go on and really do the needful and really play very well for a team which goes by the names of Manchester United. Not so. I believe he's really doing great for the club, and he's going to average 20 goals this season. That is Marcus Rashford scoring for fun for Manchester United. And I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. I don't know what you think about his score, but mine is a 7 out of 10, because in the first half he was poor in the first half, but in the second half he really was on fire. Now, talk about Anton Martial this season for Manchester United. He really came on and played very well. I don't want to come on and really blame a centre forward for the first half that we had, because no chances were created for him, especially Anton Martial in the first half. And the only chance he got, he scored a tap in. And I've seen people going ahead to downplay that tap in, but how many tap ins have Ronaldo gotten and has not even gone ahead to score them? So I believe we should respect Anton Martial, and for him returning from injury and coming back and really playing those 60, close to 63 minutes, he deserves a 7 out of 10 for me, because he levels the game. He levels the game. He scores the most important game of the goal. And it takes him 1 minute after we concede against Aston Villa for him to level the game. That was the most important goal of this game. Because if at all they went ahead to go on and really score a second one to get a 2-goal deficit for United, it would have been hard for us to return. But Martial came on and really scored 1 minute after we conceded. So this season, Anton Martial has 4 shots on target, 4 shots on target, 4 shots on targets, and obviously he has 4 shots. All of those 4 shots are on target and 4 goals. So it shows you how this guy has really gone ahead to improve his game of football and his assists. He has played, I think 6 games, and he's now having 6 assists, 6 goal involvements, 4 goals and 2 assists. What a game for Anton Martial that is really having. And I believe if at all he had really been playing and not injured, he would have found himself into that France squad. But obviously, let's wait and see what is really going to be happening. I don't know whether he has been put in that provisional squad that if at all any forward of France really gets an injury into what we call before the World Cup starts, then they'll really give them space to bring in another player. So let's go to the other players that really came on through. The other player is Eriksen. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. I've heard people talking about Alejandro Garnacho being the game changer. He was not only the game changer. I think Eriksen coming on with Alejandro Garnacho really gave us a very good game of play as Manchester United. That's the widening the pitch, perfect passing, patient play of the ball that really created or attracted Aston Villa towards the ball and really created a situation that Aston Villa were not compact as they were in the first half, because every time we tried to spread that ball onto the left or right wide area, it was intercepted in. That's it. So for Eriksen, 7 out of 10. Lisandro Martinez came on through 6 out of 10. Anthony Elanga, 6 out of 10. Then let's talk Alejandro Garnacho. Alejandro Garnacho, he put in 2 assists in this game of football. That of Bruno Fernandes, the 3rd goal, and the 4th one that this guy scored. Scott McTominay. He had 100% passing accuracy. Can you imagine? 3 ground duels won, 2 out of 3 dribbles completed, 2 big chances created, 2 assists, and 1 out of 1 crosses completed. That is Alejandro Garnacho, and obviously that is Statement Dave. I'm giving him a 9 out of 10 today. He comes in at that young age. The self-belief he's showing on the field of play is really out of this world. And this guy is really a generational talent. He's exciting. He takes on players. He's doing what Sancho's supposed to be doing. He's fast. He tracks back very well. He loves to play for the club. We signed him from Atletico Madrid, and that is Alejandro Garnacho. So I'm giving Alejandro Garnacho a 9 out of 10. Then Erik ten Hag, 8 out of 10. That was his game plan. He executed it very well. He won us. He won the game very well, and obviously we are into the 4th round. And if at all you've not yet known who we are really going to face, let me show you who United is going to face into the 4th round. Let me show you who United is going to face in the 4th round, guys. In the fourth round, United is facing Burnley from the Championship. Remember, I think they are topping the Championship. They are coached by Vincent Kompany. And Wolverhampton Wanderers is playing Gillingham. Southampton is playing Lincoln. Blackburn is playing Nottingham Forest. Newcastle is playing Bournemouth. And Manchester City is playing Liverpool. United playing Burnley. McDonald's are playing Leicester City. Charlton versus Brighton. And guys, what a better way for United to be granted a chance to win this Carabao Cup. Meaning that with Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal knocked out, now there is another draw that has come in the favor of Manchester United. That is Man City facing Liverpool. Meaning that one of those two teams is not going to go on to the quarterfinals. Meaning that we beat Burnley in the quarterfinals. Even if we face Liverpool or City, we beat them. That means we are winning this title. That's it. So I believe this might be one of the first titles for Erik ten Hag to win, because I know however much Burnley are going to come out and put up a resistance, but we are going to beat them. We are at Old Trafford. If at all we are away at Burnley, it would have been a different game altogether. But I believe these players will come to the field knowing that, oh, we now have a chance to go on and really win this game of football and obviously proceed to the quarterfinals and see what will happen to our team. Thank you guys for watching in through. My man of the match is Alejandro Garnacho. That's it. Alejandro Garnacho is my man of the match. Though I'm asking myself lots of questions in my head. How come Sky Sport has given Marcus Rashford the man of the match accolade? Why? Why? It's supposed to be Alejandro Garnacho or Bruno Fernandes. You give it either to any of those. I don't come here to complain, but I'm complaining and I'm giving mine to Alejandro Garnacho. Thank you guys for watching again. Last video of the day. Hope tomorrow we are coming up with the match preview, United versus Fulham, before Erik ten Hag comes up with his presser of the game of Fulham. And I believe we are going to be so much waiting to hear the situation of Sancho, the situation of Rafael Varane, the situation of Anthony. We need them back immediately, and the plans he has, if at all Diego Delo is not going to play in the game of Fulham. Is he going to play with an inverted right back in the names of Malacia or Lindelof, or Aaron Wan-Bissaka is going to be granted a chance? I'm out.